Oh my goodness, we are live. I struggled to go live. I didn't know how to. That's awkward. Hi guys. I'm just trying to set up something here on the side. Are there any people in here? I think I see 3 people. Okay, and I just got my notification that Nokuhle is now live. And I'm going live on my TikTok as well, just because I am trying to maximize and see how that turns out. But let me post some stuff just so you guys know what's happening. Thank you for joining. Hi Tutuga. Hi Michelle. Hi Tariro. Okay, that's, I think I've posted something. Toots, please confirm that you can see my message. Okay, Owetu, thank you. Okay, cool. Let's get into it. Let's start off with the game whilst we're waiting for people to join, so that we're not getting into the core content, because I do want to tell you guys something quite important, and it would be great if everyone heard it. So for the first 5 minutes, methinks, let's play a game. Okay, I'm going to drop some questions, and then you guys let me know. Oh, I hate the way this thing writes. Let's see if I can fix it. Nope. I hate it. Okay, question 1 is, what is the purpose of an emergency fund? Is it A, to buy a new phone, B, to cover unexpected expenses like medical bills or job loss, C, to invest in stock, or D, to use on Black Friday deals? Okay, that one was pretty easy. Okay, let me give you guys question 2. Wait, that's too long. Okay, this truly is my first live, the fact that I don't know. Okay, but I'm gonna play a game anyways. Let's play 30 seconds. Sequel life after CAS has been good. It has been good. It was worth it. If you want to know, it was definitely worth it. Even though I'm not in a traditional role anymore, but it was worth it. Oh, there's also people on my TikTok. I forgot I started TikTok, guys. Cabello, is CA still worth it in 2025, and will it still be worth it in the next 19 years? Hoy, that's a very long span, but I think so. I think it'll always be worth it, because even though there's so much AI, they're aware of it, so they're always working towards how they cannot get like shifted out, if I could say. So I think it'll still be worth it. But it's not like back then, I'll be honest. Back then, being a CA, I think, meant a lot. Like, even when I meet all the CAs and I see how rich they are, I'm like, this is not really realistic for us now, because there's a lot of us. Yeah, so the more people are in something, the less valuable it is. So, of course, because there's a lot of us entering now, it's not going to be as sought after, but I think it's still worth it. The fact that I still use my 4 letters and I still pay for them should tell you something. Okay. Okay, before we get into the questions, actually, because I love that you guys are on here, I'll start at the 5-minute mark to tell you guys the core thing that I wanted to share. But let me answer these last few questions. But you can keep them coming, because I'll answer them later on. And even people who are on the TikTok live, I'll promise I'll answer you guys. Like Kamo, oh, so cute. Thank you. Okay, so Black Friday could be an emergency sometimes. Please, Mhlengi, please. And then Siko, all the best for your board 2 results. I hope they go well. And then Mexel, I want to go to America just like you did. Any advice? Just check if the firm you're going to sign up with actually does assist you guys in going abroad, because with me it was quite simple, to be quite honest. Like, I didn't do anything out of this world. But you obviously have to be good at your work and you have to work hard, because they don't want to send people who might jeopardize the reputation of South Africa. Because if you're not working well in South Africa, you're going to get to America and do nonsense. And then the Americans are going to say, oh, South Africans are so lazy, they don't know how to work. Whereas South Africans right now have quite a good rep. We are known to work really hard, and we're also known to be very smart, but we also happen to be cheap. So yeah, take it as you will. But it was nice. I enjoyed earning in dollars, not gonna lie. But all the best. You can also check out my Nokuhle in America little vlogs. I do talk about it and how I went. I think the first episode covers that. Okay, almost gonna wrap this up. Hi Noku. Tutuga. Hi. Not you giving me a whole 14 rand. See, I was reading someone else, but now I'm focused on you. That's my younger brother, by the way. So cute. Ngiyabonga. Thank you for the money, low bro. Zianda, hi Noku. Ukubuza mna ba-deposits injani imali withdraw njani, hence I will doing this on my own. I'm a grade 12 learner struggling. Oh wait, that's Kabelo. I'm not sure which site you're talking about, Zianda. I don't know if it's Frank or Easy Equities or Luno, but it should be there in the video. I do cover it. Just watch Ify Joyong and actually watch the entire investing series so that you know what you're getting into before you start putting in your money. Okay. Let's talk. Let me talk quickly about the key thing, and then I'll come back to the questions. Okay, so the core message of today is that I think we need to talk more about money as a community. Oh, hi Ma. Hi. No, my gosh, now I'm anxious, now I can't talk. um I was going to say we need to talk more about money as people, as young people, as Black people, as just people in general. We have this thing of shying away from money talks. It's viewed as taboo. You know, you look like you're a show off if you want to talk about money, but that's not right. And we need to start having more of these conversations. So I'm hoping that with the lives, we can all exchange content and exchange knowledge, because I don't know everything. So if you have a question, like a burning question about something that you're dealing with financially, maybe drop it in the comments and someone will be able to answer you. And if I also know something, I'll also answer you. Just remember though that this is an open platform and it is not financial advice. And we obviously don't know your whole life story. So if you tell us what should I do with 10,000 rand, and we say, oh, go and buy 1 2 3, maybe you should actually not be buying anything. You should be like settling your credit. But because we don't know you personally, we don't know that. Okay. But talking about money is important because we all come from different backgrounds. Okay. And no one really teaches us how to handle money. So a lot of us will like handle money by trial and error, making a lot of expensive mistakes, and then you take your whole life trying to catch up. And that's kind of what happened to a lot of the older youth of today. They didn't know what they didn't know. I remember whenever I asked my mom how she got like an Edgar's card, she'd be like, no, she literally got off like the card, not Edgar's, was another company. She got mailed a card on an account saying, oh, just come and swipe. We've already put 1,500 rand on it. You're pre-approved, blah, blah, blah. And that happened to a lot of people. You're just told you got free 1,500 rand. So people bought a lot of clothes, and that's how they got kind of sucked into the whole trap of credit and buying clothes on credit. And they didn't know what they didn't know. They didn't realize that buying this dress, which is 500 rand now, you'll end up paying 850 rand because there's so much credit on it. Okay, but the other thing that I do want to say that I haven't touched on in my channel is that too often we're rushing to invest and we're rushing to try and make more money. But I think we also need to look at how you can insure your life. Okay. There's something called the Income Protection Act. Not Income Protection Act, Income Protection Insurance, rather. And this is something I wish I knew earlier, but I'm also lying because I think even if I heard about it when I was a trainee, I probably wouldn't have thought of it or investigated, because I didn't really have a lot of money. Okay, I was using my money for really important things as per my trainee mind. So the thought of having to spend money on just insuring myself was like not worth it. But it's very important that we start thinking along these lines, because we insure our cars, we insure our phones, we insure our household contents, we insure our houses, but you don't insure the most important thing, which is yourself and your brain and your ability to make money. So if you are currently earning a salary, do consider researching on income protection insurance. I'm not going to recommend any company, because I'm also still trying out a couple of companies. I think I've found one that I'm going to like stick with. And usually income protection will come with disability, but obviously check that, because remember, if you're disabled, suddenly you can't make the income you're meant to make. And as someone like myself who has stepped out of like a formal job, I'm like, okay, I think I'm going to make this much money in my life. But if something happens, if someone crashes into me, if I fall down the stairs and my brain no longer works, or I'm, you know, handicapped, suddenly my life changes completely. And as much as I've saved and I've invested, it is not enough for me to live a happy life until I am 85. Okay, so that's why insurance kicks in. That's why insurance is good. I know some people will say insurance is a scam. You pay, and then they don't really approve your claim. And I get that, and I agree, and I sympathize, and I hate that, and I wish insurance could do better. Which is also why I'm not recommending any company, because there's no company that I can say with my chest, oh, these people are great, blah blah blah. Remember, they are still trying to make money, so they will always try to reject your claim if you are going to be requesting for stuff. But just do your research. Ask people around you. Ask people who've gone through certain things. I know my dad had to actually use his disability cover because he suffered from a stroke. And I saw the way his insurance company treated him, and it was not good. It was not good. I was literally so hacked on his behalf. But then fast forward a couple of years later, they did the same thing to someone else, but this person obviously blew it up on socials. So I was like, I was impressed, because I was like, finally, people are getting a taste of their medicine, because clearly they've been doing it quite a lot. Okay. But yeah, that's all I wanted to say to you guys. Okay, just as much as you're trying to build your careers, as you guys are young professionals, just think about life later on in life. Think about life if it doesn't work out the way you envision it to work out. Okay, no one asked to be in an accident. No one asked to be disabled, but these things do happen. So just make sure you are prepared for them. I want to talk about funeral covers and life covers and all of that, because that's a story for another day. Obviously, funeral covers, it depends. It really depends. Sometimes the premium is so high, it's like, bro, you are better off just putting that money yourself, but you need the discipline, which a lot of people don't have. But with the life policies, really depends. If you have no kids, you have no dependents, if you die, it's going to be sad, but no one's life is really going to change dramatically. I think you can continue. Hi, Devish. Oh, 100 Rand. Um, thanks, Toots, and thanks, Devish. But if you do have dependents, if you do have kids, then you definitely do need to make sure that they are like sorted out if you die, which is where life covers and policies come in. But yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed that. I tried to keep it short because I don't want to waste your time too much. Let me have a look at the messages. Thank you so much to Devesh and to Tuga for giving me money. I love money, obviously. Can you see how much I'm smiling? Okay, if anyone wants to give me money, they can also do that so that I can prioritize your comment. But anyways, let's continue. Okay, Kabelo Mokwena, you're a grade 12 learner. Hi. Oh, I'm so glad that my channel reaches even younger people. And you're struggling to choose whether to apply for accounting or actuarial science. Any advice? I think about the life you want to live afterwards. Okay, like obviously they're quite similar, but they're also quite different. Accounting, you're probably going to end up in auditing or banking. whereas actuarial science, probably more the insurance route. So just think about where you want to end up at the end of it. There are more accountants or more chartered accountants than actuaries, if that helps. Meaning actuaries are probably potentially more in demand, but accounting is also more globally accepted, so you can move a lot quicker and a lot easier with an accounting background as opposed to actuary. Actuaries do earn more than chartered accountants, I think, especially also in the training years. But just think about it. Think about your personality. Have a look at like people's TikTok. Get ready with me. Spend the day with me as an auditor. Spend the day with me as an investment banker. Spend the day with me as an actuary, and see which one kind of aligns with your personality. On Tatile Scoop, how can I save as a university newbie? Because I really want to make the most of my allowance money. I love that, and I'm so excited because this is the best time of your life. You have no real responsibilities. You just need to make sure you're fed. But if you're living in a catered res, you're also going to be fine because then all that money is just spending money. Have a look at like, yeah, just have a look at my investing series because you can really play around. The younger you are, the more risky investments you can take because if they don't work out, if they bomb out, you still have time to work them back. Whereas if you're older, people nearing retirement, they should not be trying to do funny things. They should not be trying to learn how to invest for the first time because you don't really have a lot of money to play with. You are going to need this money very soon. So on Tatile, literally look at crypto, look at like your crazy Teslas and Metas, even though I do not like that guy, but just have fun, have fun. That's all I'm going to say. I just want to check on TikTok quickly if you have any questions here. Continue. Ijumaleng Rapu. Hi Nokuhle. I'm using the Tutuga bursary. I'm a first year. Is it as good as Alan Gray? Congratulations on getting a bursary with Tutuga. That is great. Unfortunately, no, it will not be Alan Gray. But obviously, I'm biased. I'm biased because I'm an Alan Gray fellow. But Tutuga is still very good. Okay, it's very good because they do have other extramurals. Like it's not just they pay for your funding and expect you to pass. They actually do give you like little activities or activations, and they also try to place you guys for work purposes. But Alan Gray is on a league of their own. Literally, everyone is trying to mimic Alan Gray. Um, so yeah, but don't look at it like that. Don't look at it like that. Don't compare. Don't feel sad. Just enjoy what you have. Other people are wishing they had the Tutuga. So just make the most of what you have. J&H Vision Pro, how to file the annual return for a company that made less than 1 million in revenue. Do you already have a video for it? I'm a new subscriber. Thank you for subscribing. Happy to have you. So I actually have a video that is coming up on my content plan, and it is about turnover tax. For companies that have made less than 1 million, there is like a special tax thing that you can apply for. But the thing is, you need to apply for it at the beginning of the year. But I am still trying to like finalize that video because I've also been on like the phone with SAR just trying to ask them because they're not very clear on their website. So I'm trying my best to get as accurate information as I can, and then I can drop that video. But in the meantime, please do just search turnover tax requirements and see how you can apply for it, especially now because we're starting a new year in March. So if your company, I know we've just finished this one, so you might not qualify for this year. But as of 1 March 2025, just make sure you're applying for turnover tax for that one. The tax there is like really, really small because they understand that you're a small business. You probably don't have really sophisticated accounting systems. So they tax you quite small, but all the best. Tutuga, please, I'm not responding to you. Zianda, go Frank is this. There is a video, Zianda. I actually do have like maybe 3 or 4 Frank videos. Just check. But if you're still struggling, just go to any of my Frank videos after this live and leave me a comment. I'll come and respond to you with the direct link of where it shows you deposit kanjani, withdraw kanjani, and all of that. My mother-in-law is on this live and she said hi. Um, that's why I was nervous earlier on because I saw her joining. Mizzy Black. I just need tips on how to make money online. I get you. I have done some videos, but I would also recommend that you watch Financial Affairs with Nosipo. She does really great videos, and I really like that creator. Like I actually watch them myself because I sometimes want to test them out. But she's really good and she's very frank. She'll tell you this is a waste of your time, this is worth it, and also her subscribers will come back with more feedback as well, and let you know that yeah, this worked, this didn't work. Thank you so much, Lexi. Where are they getting so much from Alex? I actually see you on the thing. Hi Alex, you guys are throwing me off because thank you though, I love money, so I'm always smiling when I see money. Okay, Mhlengi Zulu, coming out of credit cards is hard, but the relief you get after paying it off is just satisfying. I 100% agree. Mhlengi, are you the one I went to? No, I thought I went to preschool with you. Um, I agree though. But a lot of people end up going back in, so that kind of sucks. Idumeleng, hi Noku. Why do you guys call me Noku? I'm Nokuhle. But anyways, hi Noku. In terms of South African rand, what would be your one foundation ETF, two growth ETF, and three dividend ETF? Thanks in advance. We know you're not a financial advisor. I love that disclaimer. Um, oh, these are so hectic. Yo, foundation, growth, and dividend. Do you think I classify them like that? Do you think I care that much? Um, but let me answer you. My foundation ETF, I usually do the Satrix top 40, which is the South African companies, top 40 companies. But my growth ETF, the one where I know come rain, come thunder, it'll always grow. It'll be like a Maza is the S&P 500, so US markets. A dividend ETF, I actually don't know. I don't even think I have one where I'm like, I know for sure I'll get dividends. And whenever I get dividends, I'm always like so shocked, like, oh, this morning we got dividends. So I think I pick luckily, but also I've stopped picking individual stocks. So I do focus on ETFs, like you've obviously mentioned, but I don't really take note of when they pay or when they don't. Hi, Alex. Hi, Matabo. Toots, oh gosh, Matabo. I just opened a bank account and a credit check was done without my knowledge. Is that allowed, or can I say is it legal? So they do that, and the fact that they've done that, I actually want you to just double check that your card doesn't come with an overdraft facility, because I know a bank did this with me when I had to renew one of my cards. It had been a student card, and then they just rolled me over into this new type of account that I didn't really care for. I was meant to close that bank account and I just kind of forgot. So then they rolled me into this new super amazing card or account based on their terms. But then they did a credit check. And then I realized that they had given me an overdraft facility. So obviously I did not want that, and I declined it. I said, no, thank you. I don't want to go over. Like, if the money is finished, it's finished. So you can just ask them why they ran it, and also just check that they haven't given you a facility. If they have and you don't want it, please do tell them to take it away. They might try force you to still keep it because they'll tell you, oh, for you to qualify for this account, you need to have a facility, but then rather tell them that they can downgrade you to a lower card, because I don't like banks that force you to take on credit. Okay. Tabiso Shinga, how to move to a foreign country without money. It's not gonna happen. They're not gonna let you in. How they're not gonna let you in? Um, I don't know. I don't know. They're not gonna let you in. Owe to Jamini. Owe to, I saw you earlier. You told me that I was live. Do income protection insurers require you to have a traditional job, like as a permanent 9 to 5 employee? Many people make money in non traditional ways today. May you share your insight, please? Love this question. Love it a lot. And I actually relate to this because I'm obviously no longer a 9 to 5 employee. So they do offer it to people who don't have traditional jobs. However, the verification process is like way longer for us hustlers. I don't like calling myself a hustler, but yeah, it's longer and it's just so frustrating. And I really wish that a lot of like financial institutions could get with the times, because a lot of people are not making money through employment. A lot of people have so many small things going on, but they're making the same money as traditional employees. So they do offer it. It's just that it takes slightly longer. And then sometimes they'll ask you like, how much does your business make? Because now they also want to potentially cover your business. Because with you, if you're sick, your business is also sick. And the issue is that you might like default on certain payments that you need to make as a business just because you fell ill. So they need to make sure that they cover you for that. And then because they want to cover your business as well, they'll probably ask you to provide financials. Now, that's the thing that annoys me, because a lot of people who have small businesses don't really keep great track of how much they're making and how much they're spending, which I think is a gap in the market. And I'm trying to see how I can help people like do this at a very low cost or no cost. Um, because yeah, it's needed. They want to see, they want to verify. They'll ask for your bank accounts and stuff, but they also still want the financial reports. To do the anniversary with me, please. You know what they mean. Gabelo. Okay, I've covered Gabelo. I think you might have missed your response, Gabelo. Shame. I'm so sorry. I will save this live so you can watch it again. Alex asking for a friend as a dropout. What options does one have? Depends. Dropout at what level? So I know there's like a quote of like, some people drop out and become like super rich and all of that, especially in America. But South Africa is quite a qualification obsessed country. So the chances of becoming a super millionaire without, qualification are slim, without like a matric, even slimmer. But I'm not saying it's impossible. It just depends on what level. But again, it's not impossible. It's just, try play or level out your odds. Try study as much as you can, but I don't necessarily say go and like study at a university, because I do think university qualifications are getting slightly outdated quickly online. Then I think traditional universities are getting a bit anxious, which is great because they are super expensive and not everyone has access to them. So I love that. But it's still something. And a lot of people who hire do want to see that proof. But if you're going to be a business owner and you're really talented, or you have family links, you can do it. You'll be fine. Luandisa Jessica, hi Sisi, I want to save money. I want to use in December. Can I please ask where can I invest if I want high returns or interest? So Luandisa, I think it depends. Do you want to put like a lump sum and like let it grow, or do you want to keep putting money in slowly but surely? So the banks obviously offer something like that, but then there's also like things like Frank. With banks, it would either be like a notice account or a fixed deposit. A fixed deposit is if you have 1,000 rand now that you're putting in and you're locking in, and you're adding nothing else, and you're only going to take it out in December. Fixed deposit might have a slightly higher interest rate, but I also just want to say, do check what the fees are, because I remember there was a time where I locked away money. By the time I got it back, it just felt like what a waste of my time. So fixed deposit, try it, look at it, look at the interest, and look at the fees. Notice account is if you want to keep putting small bits over time. So you don't have 1,000, but you have 500 now, then 200 next month, then 300 the next month. Notice account. But also with this one, you don't have to wait until December. If you need the money in October, you just need to send notice like by September to say, hey guys, I'm going to need my money, and then they can prepare it. So it's a lot more flexible than the fixed deposit, but because of this flexibility, you will potentially get less interest on it. And then obviously with Frank or Easy Equities or any other of these brokerage apps where you actually invest, they really do depend on the markets. So you can really make a lot more than the percentage you get in your bank fixed deposits or notice accounts. However, you can also walk away with less than what you actually put in, because investing graphs do this. They go up and down, and you don't know whether you're catching it on its high or on the low. So it really does depend. With the banks, at least you know your money is safe and then it's going to grow just a little. Whereas when you're going to invest, your capital is not safe, but you could make a lot more out of it, but you also could walk out with less. So just, think about it, think about what you want. But I do have a video that I have coming up where I will be working through that, because one of my cousins asked me this and I was like, oh my word, I should cover it again. But watch my video, Frank versus the bank. I did a bit of a comparison. That might help. Itumeling Satrix Nasdaq 100 or invest Infotech, or can one do both? I don't know what that second one is, so I can't even comment on that. I don't know what that ETF is. Also, stop trying to get like little investing tips. I do not have any inside information. I don't have anything that will make you a billionaire. If I did, I would keep quiet. I wouldn't even tell you. Alex, let's say from grade 12. Okay, so dropping out from grade 12. I think they should still be fine. People can learn how to do a trade. So like there's a lot of schools where you learn how to do things with your hands, or like even like artisans. And I think that's actually going to be the next big market that a lot of people are going to try to rush into. The reason I'm saying this is because previously everyone was trying to get into office jobs where they sit behind laptops and you're a professional, you're wearing a suit, everything is nice, white collar work. But now, because of the introduction of AI and because of how aggressive it's come in and it can do everything 10 times faster, and it's almost always accurate, there's less demand for people. Whereas certain things that require your hands or skills or your creativity will still require a human touch. So they will be better off. So I think they still stand a fair chance. They just obviously need to be confident and also do a lot of research. But confidence is really going to play a big factor, because I think when you are entering markets or rooms where people have all these massive degrees and MBAs, you might end up thinking, oh no, I can't compete with them. But I really think anything is possible. I've seen people who have not studied or done something officially or like have a certificate for it and really do well in it. And then those who have all the certificates are like not really doing well. So yeah. K Man, hi Miss NK. Is fair value based on market performance, or does the analyst just come up with the price that he or she believes is good for stock to be worth of? So there's multiple ways of calculating fair value. Oh, this is reminding me of ITC. There's multiple ways of calculating this. So it is very subjective. But I think obviously that you have to investigate people's inputs. That's what you usually look at when you're trying to figure out how did they come up to this. You look at the inputs that they used, and then you also compare it with other comparable companies, and then you kind of see if this is like reasonable or not. But it is definitely a subjective thing. There's no set way of knowing, but maybe with AI we'll know for sure soon. Pendugani Celulego, you retracted your message. Oh no. Okay. Just checking on TikTok. I feel so bad for people on TikTok because I forget that they're even here, but they're not even really on. Okay. Beauty Mudao, are you still in audit or you changed after qualifying? How has it been for you after qualifying? Beauty, where have you been? I'm self-employed, so I'm no longer in audit. And I changed after qualifying and after my secondment. So I went abroad, worked a bit there in America and Australia, and then when I came back, I dived straight into my own thing. I had been working on it a bit on the side, so it wasn't like I left a stable job to just try my luck. I already had the numbers, I already had the experience. So yeah, I'm enjoying it. It's been great. It's been really good. Also, it was quite nice. Last year, my professional body actually recognized me as like one of their difference makers. So that was kind of nice because obviously leaving a formal job is like, huh, who do you think you are? What are you gonna do? Who are you gonna become? But having them like, I'm just checking the time, guys. We've got like less than 10 minutes. But obviously, having my professional body kind of say, hey, we recognize you. We think you're doing great stuff. We want to make you one of our little ambassadors. You know, here, we're going to put you on your website and we're going to fly you in. Come and join us for the events. That was kind of nice because at least it kind of also showed me that they do recognize non-traditional chartered accountants. But also it was just nice to know that I'm not just a professional number. They actually know me by name. Okay. They know Nokuhle Kumalo. Tyrese, hi. If I want to go into investment banking, should I pursue the CA route or would a BCom in accounting and economics be a better option? I'm currently studying this. I I can't really answer this, like I actually don't know fully or for sure, so I don't want to say something and then I like throw you off and you might have been on a better path. Do try reach out to, there's a lady called Dumi Pitswane. You can check on LinkedIn or even on TikTok or Instagram, and I also follow her on my Instagram, so you can go and search on the people I follow if just so you know it's the right one. Just kind of ask her because in investment banking. She's also a creator, so I don't think she'll mind too much being asked. Or you can just go stalk her on LinkedIn and see what she has over there and see what paths she followed. Because I know she's not a chartered accountant, but she's an investment banker and a really good one. Itumeleng, not trying to be a millionaire, Noku, but just trying to build a balanced portfolio, not over diversify. I think Itumeleng, just stick to what you have. Don't do too much because you're gonna get cluttered and also you're gonna start like monitoring your portfolio too often. I literally go in once a month, and that's when when I've put in money on the various platforms and I obviously need to select where they're going. Then I just briefly check how everything else is going, but I'm not selling stuff. I'm not withdrawing because when I make decisions, I'm like, it's fine. I'll see this 10 years later. So that's the type of investor I am. I'm very passive. I don't like overthinking it. And also, I'm not a trader. I'm not a trader. And that's why I don't go on every single day and buy and sell. Alex, I hope I helped. Thank you. And thank you for joining. Guys, Alex and Devesh and Tutuga are all like my little brothers. So it's very interesting that they joined this little live. I feel so touched. Mhlengi Zulu. Oh, Alex, maybe this might also help your friend. Mhlengi Zulu says, I'm an artisan, not going to disclose my salary, but to answer Alex, artisans make good income. Yes, you'll do Nate's courses at first, which start from N1 equivalent to grade 10. But once you qualify and get a job, you won't be earning anything less than 18K a month. Which is actually a good thing. Thank you for letting us know, Mhlengi. And I'm going to say this is a good thing because when people start articles at accounting firms, you start around there. So, okay, well, obviously now times have changed, so they might be slightly higher, but not that much higher. And actually, even accounting jobs and like management accountants, I'm seeing salaries around 15K, 10K, because obviously I was trying to help one of my mentees and stuff who was looking for a job. So, yeah, that kind of just proved what I was saying about how artisans and people who work with their hands are going to be more in demand than your professionals. Naledi is one of my besties. Just wanted to say thank you for your contribution to everyone's growth and varsity post-varsity experience. My brother has been enjoying the Get Rid of Me package. It is still relevant almost a year later. Thank you so much, Naledi. Obviously, your comment is very biased because you're my friend. But I appreciate it, Mganam. Thank you so much. And I hope you're enjoying yourself abroad. The lady is a chartered accountant, by the way, guys, but you can't even stalk her because she's not really active on socials. But yeah, we all went and worked abroad, and some of us stayed and some of us came back. So Naledi is enjoying her time there. Knowledge flow. Does one significantly pay less taxes if you file your taxes as an entrepreneur in your personal capacity? Filing it through a business sounds a bit complicated. Where do I think, find an accountant? Um, no, I actually think obviously it depends. Like if you just started your business, I don't think it's worth the admin of trying to incorporate a company just for the tax benefits. Just see if your business will actually survive. See if your business is actually good. And if it is, then then you can start like incorporating into CIPC and all of that. Actually, please check out a guy called Andre Bothma or Bota on Twitter. If you can't find him, just add me on Twitter. I'm at Nokuhle_Kumalo and I'll redirect you to him. I usually redirect people to him. So when you want an accountant, he's really good. He's also a chartered accountant, so he knows his stuff. And if you ever have a problem with him, you know who you can report him to Psycha. But essentially, filing through a business seems complicated, but it isn't once you get the hang of it. And also, there are certain expenses that you can deduct as a business, but you can't as an entrepreneur. For example, SARS only recently allowed people to deduct their home office expenses, and that was like during COVID, where you're like, oh, if you have a dedicated space at your house that is made like that's mainly for your work, where 80% of its use is just for work, you're allowed to deduct it from your taxable income. But people who've done that, because obviously you're doing it in your personal capacity, SARS literally always picks you for verification. They always want proof. Whereas if you're in business, you're able to do that a lot easier. There's a lot less questions if your business takes place at home. Obviously, you still need to stick to the rules of the Income Tax Act, but yeah, if you're doing it in your personal capacity, SARS is very strict about what deductions you can claim, whereas with businesses, it's expected. Okay, corporate girly. Hi Nokuhle, how was your secondment experience, and would you recommend it? I loved it. I love the free vacation, but I'm also glad to be back. I definitely would recommend it for people to go. Like, please, if you have the opportunity, just go. But what I would say is don't sign the 18-month one, because sometimes they'll offer you the 3 months and then sometimes they'll offer you 18 months. Do not do 18 months. A lot of people do 18 months and then 18 months you get paid more. They also give you a relocation fee. But then a lot of people don't last because it's actually not as nice abroad, believe it or not. And then when you cut that short, you actually have to pay back some of the money. So it's just not worth it. Do the 3 months, see how you feel. If you like it, then you can extend. I did 3 months and I was like, not really my vibe. But I do have vlogs on this and I still have more vlogs coming up on my other channel. But do check on this current channel, just search hashtag Nokuhle in America or hashtag Nokuhle in Australia, and you should be able to see it. I did speak a bit about it in like detail. Thank you to you, Tyrese. Kukuletu, guys, I'm gonna we're over. Okay, no more questions after this. Kukuletu Hlongwane, hi Noku. My dad just retired, so he was also getting pension for a year. Now will he get his full UIF? And what will happen if maybe the company wasn't paying tax on his behalf? He was getting pension for a year. Now will he get his full UIF? No, he will not get UIF because UIF is hi Paloma. He won't get a UIF because that's the unemployment insurance fund. So just because he's retired doesn't mean he's unemployed. But when he retires, he gets a third of his. So let's say he's got 100,000. That's his retirement pot. Obviously, it's probably going to be a lot more, but let's just say it's 100,000. He'll get a third of it as a sum, so about 33,000. They'll just send it straight to him, and then the remaining 66,000, he'll have to use that to buy a retirement annuity, and that annuity will pay him out every single month until he passes. So yeah, what will happen if the company wasn't paying tax on his behalf? I think he would have picked that up earlier. Maybe check his payslips also, because there will always be a gross income and then there'll be deductions. One of those should have been taxed. And at the end, you'll see a net salary. So the difference is usually like your tax, your pension, your any other policies you have. So maybe just have a look at your dad's most previous payslip, see if they're deducting that. But also, if you really are concerned, you can contact SARS and check. I think the thing that you should be concerned more about is whether his company was paying his retirement contributions to his retirement fund. That's more important. Itumeling, this is just to say thank you, Nox. Really appreciate you, and hopefully Frank App does too. Thank you, Itumeling. I appreciate you, and thank you for being here and engaging so much. I really do. A Loop Gaming Productions, can we please have content on trust? Okay, let me actually start taking notes. And guys, if there is anything else that you do want me to cover, please do let me know. We are wrapping up this, so I'm just taking notes. And we're gonna leave soon. Techies or Kevin, your message was retracted. Mkwanazi Simon, does second two-part system starting on 28 Feb come with lump sum or only personal contributions from 1 September 2025? So 28 Feb is the end of the 2025 financial year, which means from 1 March onwards, it's a new financial year. So I don't think I'm understanding your question properly, Mkwanas. But I think Itumeleng answered you. I don't know. I won't answer. Okay, knowledge flow. Thank you. I've recently become a profitable trader and fear that the bank will freeze my account for tax reasons. Given the stories I've heard of people experiencing such. Yeah, reach out to that guy, or also text him. I obviously can't speak too much about like being a trader because I can't even think about what some of the deductible expenses would be. I know obviously your gear, your laptop, and obviously internet, Wi-Fi, but they definitely will tax you. And if you're making more than $1 million, you'll obviously be taxed a lot more, and you probably also have to become a VAT vendor. But I don't even think, do you have any goods or supplies when you're trading? That's a very interesting one. Let me actually put it down. I don't think I'll cover a video on it because I don't want to encourage people to trade because I don't understand it myself. But yeah, but thank you for that knowledge flow. Tiggy, so thanks for the info that you put. We appreciate you. Thank you so much. Honolo, you're so beautiful. Thank you. Kawem Kunu, are we going to have this every Monday? No, not every Monday. I'm so tired, but at least once a month. Zama Ngomane, the youth is being chartered in this economy. How do we even get a retirement fund? Bro, I know. Neti, so insightful. Thank you, my friend. I appreciate it. Guys, we're wrapping this up. Thank you so much. You guys can drop off when you're done. If you want to leave me money, you can too, but I think that's fine. Which job search strategy is the best? Let's put that down. Job searching strategy. Tyrese, please can you type the lady's name for the investment banking? Let's see if I can. Okay, I'm gonna write it here. Tyrese, that's for you. Okay, Mkwanazi, I'm glad Uguti Itumling answered you. Thank you. Nash Monica, hi Noku, sending love from Poland. Thank you so much, Nash. I appreciate it. Okay, guys, I think that is the end of this. Thank you so much for joining. I hope you guys have found this interesting. Remember, look into income protection insurance, especially if you are making money and you're young and you don't have a lot of like stuff invested that can last you your whole life. And I will catch you guys later. I have a video dropping tomorrow, so do enjoy that whenever it does drop. But I appreciate this. Bye. Okay, I'm gonna wait for you guys to leave. I'm kidding. I'm ending this. Bye.